Chris bought
up that whole
Yeah, it's called very good branding.
Chris Bosch was in Spain for the Olympics, and he woke up at 3 a.m.
Anecdotal stories about a guy working
Fine.
don't matter, man.
No, but if you're talking about the one-on-one thing versus drafting a guy for their career, then I'm taking Kobe over everybody. Everybody. Jordan might have been Jordan. He didn't have Mamba mentality phrased after him.
You realize that Kobe was not nearly the defender that LeBron or Michael Jordan is.
Of course. But they're all separate categories. I'm talking about winning a game now. I'm going back to what you guys are saying just for one game. I'm taking Mamba over both of them.
Higher than LeBron James and Michael Jordan?
Yep. For one game? Yep.
You just said for a franchise. You said drafting for
No. I said I wasn't talking about that.
It's exactly what you just said. You said drafting for a franchise.
I said I'm going off of what you guys were talking about when I was saying LeBron over Jordan. Your guys' argument was if it's for one pickup game, then you would take Jordan. I'm applying that now to Kobe.
Played with better.
I got you. You just said that you would draft him, though. That's what confused me.
I was saying what you guys were saying. That's not what I was saying.
Better than the top 4 Kobe's played with.
Anyways. Kobe's the biggest killer of all time, as far as I'm concerned, in any sport, maybe other than Tiger Woods.
What a Kobe hate is absurd to me. People be putting him at like number 7.
Nobody hates Kobe. I mean, people hated Kobe because he was
killer
good.
than Kobe Bryant in the sports world.
Like, nobody really hates Kobe. People just rooted against Kobe.
Yeah, people hated Kobe because he was so damn good and focused.
They didn't actually hate Kobe. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you guys were on when I was saying it. Like when he died, that shit hit me. Like I didn't cry or anything, but like
me too. I was at work.
Like,
I couldn't even go to work.
I was like emotionally affected when he passed. And this is coming from a guy who rooted against him my entire life. So it's not that people hated Kobe. People just rooted against Kobe. Because people hated the Lakers and people, whatever. But I don't think anybody ever didn't respect or have an admiration for him.
And Lake Show, by the way, no one here it's not disrespectful to Kobe to say that LeBron James and Michael Jordan were better, I don't think.
I don't think they are better, but that's my opinion.
Oh, I think Kobe would be happy with 3. I think Kobe would be happy with top 10. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, it just gets hard because you could say
Tim Duncan being over him is retarded to me.
Well, yeah, Tim Duncan, but then you got again.
I mean, he has 5 championships and 4 MVPs. What you mean?
But then you go back to Bill Russell. He's got 11 rings. You go to Kareem. Kareem ran those Lakers shows. Magic benefited from it.
Yep.
I mean, that's why it's just impossible to go across decades like that.
And that's what makes discussion. That's what makes basketball discussion so good because it's decades. Decades, bro.
I agree with that. And when people say you can't have that conversation, I go the opposite way because I think it makes it fun. But I also think you should not have some hardcore stance like Stephen A. Smith or Skip Bayless where you say that this is definitive because there's no way of making any of it definitive. And I think all of them would agree with that. Like, imagine if Jordan had a trainer his whole life and he wasn't like playing poker and smoking cigars and drinking all night and like showing up half drunk to games. Like, who knows what his numbers would be, right? Like LeBron in comparison to Jordan is a complete square. He's committed and married to his wife. He has kids. He goes home. He doesn't party. He never gets into any legal trouble. None of that stuff. Imagine if Jordan had all those same things in his favor. How much different of his numbers would have been.
Let me ask you something, Zach.
You got to realize too, real quick, in the Jordan era, though, his opponents were like that too.
No, I know, but Hank.
So like Larry Bird was also showing up to the arena drunk.
No, I know, Hamid, but that's what makes it all hard to compare.
Or as someone
Larry was drinking.
Someone was calling him earlier today, Jerry Bird.
Jerry Bird. Where'd the Jerry come from?
Someone didn't know Larry Bird's name and was trying to talk trash on the Celtics and was like, Tatum is garbage, just like Jerry Bird.
So tight. I wonder if that's literally the first time ever Larry Bird has been called Jerry Bird. I'm claiming that might be the first time that's ever happened.
Jerry and Larry are pretty close, so I could see it have happening before.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are probably in your favor, but Larry's so, I mean, his name is Larry Legend.
If it wasn't for injuries, this man T-Mac would have been cold as shit too.
Oh, we can go over injury careers all day long.
Oh, don't get me started on fucking T-Mac. Do not get me fucking started on T-Mac, bro. I'm a Rockets fan, bro.
We could talk about Penny Hardaway. We could talk about Stevie Franchise.
Yeah, we do. We almost could have got Victor, but the NBA wanted him to go to San Antonio.
Oh, that was so rigged.
Bro, I tell you, the NBA lottery in general.
Don't get me started on the NBA lottery.
Come on, man.
There is no reason you can't
think about how many people would have to be in on it being rigged all these years, and no one has said one word, huh?
Here goes Hank's rant. I'm just gonna tell you, if you don't think
I love his rant too, because it's so true.
I know.
It's so true.
I know. And he's probably, honestly, if I had to bet on it one way or the other, I would probably bet that Hank's right and it's not rigged. But if you can't tell me that the Tim Duncan #1 overall pick, the David Robinson #1 overall pick, and then this guy that they're saying is a better prospect is LeBron James was not completely rigged, you're out of your mind.
Let me riddle you this. If all this stuff is rigged, and why are the New York Knicks, who are the most famous team playing in the biggest market, biggest cash market in the world, why have they been trashed for 50 years? Why
they haven't been trashed? They made the second round of the Offs this year.
That's trash. They haven't won a title in 50 years, man.
Yeah, they also got Patrick. They also got Patrick Ewing. They also got Patrick Ewing because of a rigged frozen envelope in the draft.
Why would the NBA be rigged and fixed, and the Knicks are trash for 50 years? Come on now, let's get realistic. Let's get realistic. Why have the Knicks not won many titles and been a key franchise if the NBA is rigged? If they're trying to get max money and they're trying to do it like what you guys are saying, the Knicks would be winning a title every other year.
Okay. Again,
come on, man.
You're making broad, sweeping assessments of everything. I'm telling you, little small stuff like the Spurs getting the #1 overall pick to get the French guy is totally plausible.
Why would the NBA want Victor in the small market of San Antonio?
Coach Pop. They want, why did they give him David Robinson and Tim Duncan?
Because they didn't give him any of them. The Spurs lost a ton of games and had one of the higher probabilities to win the lottery.
Fair enough. Total fluke that our Houston Rockets fan over there did not get the #1 pick. Total fluke that the Pistons fell to 5, despite having.
And the Pistons had they've had the best chances.
They had I know.
Yeah, like they've had the best chances like 3-4 years in a row.
I mean,
it's crazy. I'm not saying it's rigged, but it's crazy.
I mean, here's the numbers you're talking about, though. Like, they have an 18% chance, and the Spurs have a 14% chance. Do you realize how close that is? It's not
super fucking close.
Yeah, so it's not like a situation where pre-lottery, one team has an 85%, 98% chance year after year and keeps not getting it, versus a team that has a 2% chance.
But what it comes down to is, if it ain't rigged, why can't you draw the ping pong balls right there on the TV? Why?
Facts.
I mean,
why do you have to have folders?
Here's the thing about all that kind of stuff.
No, he made a great point. Answer his point. Answer his point.
Because that logic is faulty. There's no reason to answer that question, because you could say that about anything. No, because I don't know the answer of why they don't do it live.
Because it's rigged.
Is the answer. No, I just explained to you how it's not rigged. That would be like saying
so you know how many times they could go in there and be like, nope, we don't want this team. Let's delete this recording. Nope, we don't want this team.
Who's we?
Bingo, here we go.
And by the way, he didn't answer your question. He didn't answer your question.
Why would the other owners agree to it?
Hank, do me a favor. Answer his original question.
Why can't they just have... He can't.
No, I want him to. Why can't they just have the random ping pong balls that pop up show up instead of the folders? Why can't they do that?
Not sure.
Okay.
I'm saying that's only a question you can ask, like, the commissioner stuff.
I appreciate that he said, I don't know. Because that's not saying I'm right. That's not saying that you're wrong. He's just saying I don't have an answer for that. And that, to me, is the question that needs to be answered. Why can't that
I'm going to get y'all in here so the way you can ask him and he can ask Adam Silver.
All right, go ahead, Sean. What do you got? Oh, my bad. I
No,
thought you were the
no,
one
Jacob said
you had
that.
a way of asking it. Was that
Nah, Jacob said
else?
that. Yeah, Jacob said that.
Oh, Jacob, what do you got?
Yeah, so Chad, one of our co-owners, is a minority owner for the Warriors, right? Obviously, buddies with Adam Silver. He's been in the app a couple days. Next time he's in here, I'm going to get y'all in here. You can ask him yourself so you can figure this out.
That man is not going to answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, here's the thing.
He's finna say lottery question.
Chad doesn't give a fuck. He is the biggest douchebag I know. He will gladly give you an answer.
But they hide the bodies, Jacob. That's the thing. Like, it wouldn't even get down to you. You're higher up than me. I'm lower than you. Chad's higher than you. But, you know, Adam Silver's higher than whatever. Like, they hide all the bodies.
Who's paying off Adam, though? Who's paying off Adam Silver?
Here's what these guys don't understand, Jacob, that they fundamentally will not get through their heads. Adam Silver is an employee of the NBA owners. The NBA is all the NBA is owners who own teams who formed a league. One of their employees is Adam Silver. He's not doing stuff without their consent.
Ham, I have a question about that. So
he is their employee, quite literally. Please let that sink.
I mean, that's the way all of the commissioners work.
Hamid, what is in the best interest of the person that is employed by the owners?
The best interest of Adam Silver?
The best interest of Adam Silver.
To keep his job.
Okay. His second biggest interest.
I ain't telling you why it's rigged.
He doesn't have a second biggest interest. He's getting cashed out by the owners to work for them, and his only job, his only best self-interest is to keep his job. The owners have aligned interests, Zach, but they're not completely aligned. Every owner wants their team to be worth the most. They're not all in it together of let's just make the NBA as profitable as possible. I mean, they are obviously. They all want a rising tide floats all boats, but they'd also have their own personal interests. When you win the title, your franchise goes up in value. That's your best interest.
All right, I lost you. Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. First interest is keeping his own job. Okay, that's everybody's main job, is keeping themselves alive, keeping their job, whatever. Okay, his second biggest thing is what?
He doesn't have a second biggest thing. He's employed at a high salary by the NBA owners, and his self-interest is to keep that job. So what he wants to do is probably keep his employers happy, aka
there you go.
NBA
there you go. That was the answer that I was looking for. So don't say there's not a number two. There is a number two. Number one is keeping his job. Number two is keeping his employers happy. So if keeping his employers happy, you don't think that along those lines there would be things where if it's more beneficial to the league, they would push that through to happen?
The owners' interests aren't that aligned all the time because they all want their franchise to win.
But again, that's where you
they're not going to pass up on Victor Wembanyama.
Hank, I got you.
To let him unify with Pop
Hank,
for some.
I got you. I know what you're going to say, but what I'm telling you is that broad sweeping thing is where me and you are differing, and it's fine. We can have a difference of opinion. It's fine.
He's trying to make peace.
Well, no, it's called civil discourse. We can have that. It's fine. But what I'm saying is that broad sweeping thing that you're doing, thinking that everybody is in on
I'll tell you this, to go against your logic of the best interest.
You didn't let me finish, but go ahead.
Come on.
He didn't let me finish, but go ahead.
The New York Knicks, I'll go back to that. If the owners and Adam Silver are colluding with each other to go max cash revenue, they would have the New York City team crushing it.
Jimmy who?
I don't mean making the second round one time. I mean, if they were scripting it for max cash, the Knicks would be winning a title every few years.
Patrick,
I feel you.
The first round.
If it was rigged, Victor Wembanyama would have ended up in New York. Let's be honest.
And they weren't. No, hang on. They can't. Okay, what again, you guys? No, what you guys are doing.
I just want you guys to just acknowledge that the commissioner is just an employee of the owners.
Yes. So,
he wants to put into situations where
going back to that.
Anyways, Derek White.
And it's gonna put fans.
Yeah, Derek White.
Derek White.
If it was some crazy thing, he couldn't